I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, and here are some of the top stories impacting Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for Monday, March the 30th, 2026. Traffic was diverted in Murfreesboro near Leaf Avenue and East Clark Boulevard on Sunday as crews worked a structure fire, according to the Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue Department. Drivers were urged to avoid the area and use alternate routes while emergency responders remained on the scene. Officials have not yet released details on potential injuries or the cause, but the situation certainly had an impact on traffic flow in that part of Rutherford County. Meanwhile, in Laverne, a new initiative is strengthening connections between law enforcement and students across Rutherford County schools. The Laverne Police Department has rolled out updated fleet vehicles featuring the Laverne High School L logo, a move designed to reinforce community pride as well as visibility. Officers worked alongside school leaders and city officials to bring the idea to life, emphasizing a shared commitment to community-oriented policing. The unveiling drew strong participation from students, including members of the band, cheerleading squad, and a dance team. Rutherford County Schools Deputy Director Kay Martin says the effort reflects a partnership built on shared ownership and support for local youth. As more vehicles hit the streets, the design is expected to serve as a visible reminder throughout Laverne that officers are invested in the community they serve. Gas prices continue to weigh on drivers across Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne, following a sharp rise of about $1 per gallon over the past month. The national average is holding near $3.98, with several states seeing prices at or above $4, and even topping $5 in places like California and Hawaii. While Tennessee has seen only slight relief at the pump in recent days, the cost of fuel remains a concern for many families and commuters. Some states are seeing modest declines, but others continue to trend upward, highlighting the uneven impact nationwide. Analysts say rising fuel costs continue to affect consumer confidence as households adjust budgets to keep up with higher expenses. Meanwhile, in Nashville, lawmakers are facing pressure over rising cost of a different kind. A proposed bill that would have capped annual property tax increases at 2% has been tabled, leaving many residents and business owners uncertain about future costs. Supporters argue that the measure would have provided stability, while critics pointed to the potential impact on local government funding. State Senator Bo Watson expressed disappointment after the proposal failed to advance, saying it could have offered predictability for taxpayers. Meanwhile, some Nashville residents say rising property taxes are already forcing difficult decisions, from relocating homes to closing long-standing businesses. As discussions continue at the state level, the issue remains closely watched across Middle Tennessee, including communities like ours. A bill targeting the mailing of abortion-inducing drugs into Tennessee is now headed to Governor Bill Lee for final consideration, after passing both the House as well as the Senate. Supporters say the measure strengthens enforcement of existing law by allowing civil lawsuits tied to cases where the drugs are linked to a death, with minimum damages set at $1 million. State Representative Gino Bolso says the goal is to deter providers, particularly those operating out of state, while not targeting patients or interfering with legitimate medical care. However, opponents argue the legislation could have broader consequences, raising concerns about potential legal risks and impacts on access to reproductive health care. The issue is drawing attention across Middle Tennessee, including Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and all throughout Rutherford County. Meanwhile, a new enforcement effort is set to roll out on roadways across Tennessee, including here in Rutherford County. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office and Tennessee Highway Patrol are launching Operation Hands Free, aimed at cracking down on distracted driving. Beginning April 1st, officers will be watching for drivers violating the state's hands-free law, which makes it illegal to hold a phone or mobile device while driving. Violations can result in points on a driver's record. Officials say that the campaign is part of a broader push to improve safety during Distracted Driving Awareness Month, reminding drivers in Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and Laverne to stay focused behind the wheel. That's all for now. For updates on these, as well as many more local news stories, be sure to check out our website, wgnsradio.com, or follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook, as well as X. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to leave a rating or a review on Spotify and iTunes, a comment on YouTube, or share it with a friend. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, part of your Good Neighbor Network, and I'll talk to you later.